Hello. So today we're gonna talk about cars, and first I'm the host Juan, and here we have.
Gabriel Lozano. Uh, I am from Louisiana, United States, obviously. And I'd say I have a pretty good background on cars and racing in general. So, yeah, that's me.
My name is Gibson Fury. I'm from Pensacola, Florida, and I'm just chilling here.
Funny. It's gotta be professional, bro.
This is professional.
It's fine. Okay, let's just continue. Okay, what is like the basic concept of a racing car, and how are they like different from a regular car?
So, in that space or in that type of area, right? A racing car could be like, based off of a commuter car usually, or it could be completely engineered as a race car. But usually when it's racing, you have a wider track, like the tires are wider apart compared to a normal car.
Oh,
And engine is modified. It also, the engine could be, lower in the engine bay to have a lower center of gravity. Everything on the interior is stripped out, so to have the lightest weight possible. So, and depending on the groups, they could range in the amount of aero they have or the amount of power they have, and yeah.
what is like the key component of a car? Like what is like the main key that make like a racing car? Kind of.
I mean, the main key, I'd say,
Is it like the
uh,
engine or something?
it could be the engine, but like the thing is, like on a racing car, one wouldn't work without the other, as you could say. Yeah, because like in a racing car, if you have all that power, how are you gonna put that power down, right? Or if you have all the aero bits without the power, you're gonna be kind of slow. So it's like a lot of things that work together in a racing car to make it as fast as possible on the track.
Oh. What is like the braking system in a racing car? Is it like different from a regular car?
So usually in a racing car, but I'm gonna go into like just probably like GT cars, like GT4, GT3, GT2. You could either go without like ABS usually, because ABS is what doesn't let the tire or the wheels lock up.
Oh, I see. And can you tell me what is like the downforce of the car is?
So the downforce is like splitters, canards, spoiler, and side skirts, you could say. And yeah, those would usually be like the main aero bits. We got what's it? You could say, damn, I forgot what that one was.
Oh wait, quick question. So like during a racing, right? The cars
Okay.
have to use a lot of power, which like led to like a lot of intense heat, right? So how do they deal with like the heats from the car engine?
Okay, so usually you would have vents on the hood or something, right? That helps diffuse the heat from the engine. Oh, and also like if we're talking about heat, the cabin of the car when they are racing does get pretty hot. So especially if you have a rear engine car, the engine's right behind you. That heat could go into the cabin, and it's really tough out there for like the drivers, especially after to stand there for like hours on end.
So like a car, right? You need to have a lot of parts for it to function. So if they want to make it really light, so how do they deal with it?
Okay, so usually what they do is, like the carpet inside your car, the trim pieces, right? Like your door panels, right? Or the inside where it's like, all that, all the door stuff. They take that out completely.
Oh.
You don't need it, excess weight. So, and the carpet especially, the center console's gone. Back seats, if it did have back seats in the commuter car version, they're gone. Everything gone. It'd be bare metal inside.
Oh,
So
With
yeah,
the cage, right?
and there's a cage also. Yes, thank you for reminding me. There is a cage, especially for safety, because like usually in a racing car they also get rid of excess safety measures. So obviously you don't have airbags or crumple zone or.
Why they get rid of the airbag?
Because
okay, they gotta get
it weighed down the car a little bit.
and if you have
But
roll
it's just a
cage,
bag.
5-point harness, and a helmet and everything, you got a neck brace, you don't really need it because you're pretty secure, so you don't really need it.
Yeah.
So what is like some kind of facts about the car engine? Because like what make it go so fast, and that kind of stuff.
I'd say like depending on what class you're in, right? Like what Max said, GT2, GT3, GT4. It depends on
racing.
Yeah, so basically each class has a type of car, either in the amount of aero and the amount of power, and what kind of car, especially. So like you could say if you was to do GT4, you'd see like Camaros, Mustangs, just normal BMWs, not insanely modded to where like it has light aero, so like a small wing, small canards, small splitter, right? But then if you were to go up, so like from and then if you get into like GT3 and GT2, you'd see huge wings, huge canards, huge splitters, huge diffuser. You'd see faster cars, so like you'd be seeing like M8s, McLaren 720s, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and Aston Martins, Bentleys. You could say that. It's it goes from like more civilian cars to more like more professionally more powerful type of cars.
I did like view like some stuff on internet like about like key RS like Curse or DRS. Can you like tell me what is it about?
Yeah, so you could say like Curse, right? That's usually used in like F1, right? But then they also implemented, or like Ferrari, for example, they took that and threw it in their Ferrari LaFerrari, and it's even though it's a civilian car, right? Like anyone could like if you have the money to, but if anyone could like drive it, you could use that Curse system. But it's more on F1 cars, and basically what it is, it's a kinetic energy recovery system, right? And it what it does is it recovers a moving vehicle's kinetic energy under braking, right? So usually what that is it like recovers it and throws it into a reservoir, right? Like
Wait, so what is it about? It's like when the car moves fast, it's have like kinetic energy which it generate and store in like a battery. Then that battery could be used to make the car goes a little bit faster.
Yeah, so it gives it like a boost, especially when it has electric motors implemented into it.
Oh, that's amazing. That's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, exactly. It's a lot of, especially if it's like F1 or anything, or F1 or like I forgot what other group. Like if, for example, in Le Mans, you have like the higher cars and all that. That's way more engineering into that. It's more farther from the like a McLaren 720, for example, that's used in GT racing. Those are way more engineered, way farther than normal usage. Yeah.
Oh, I also heard about like how like the racing car in like 5 seconds they could like go from 0 to like 100 like kilometer per hour. Like how do they do that?
I mean, it's depending on all-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive, what kind of tires they use, and the amount of power, the downforce. It just depends on every car. Like it's not going to be consistent all the time. But I mean, it's just because it's a racing car. Obviously, it's going to go that fast, right?
Yeah.
But back to what you said, DRS, right? That's like a drag reduction system, basically. So it's in F1 cars also. What it does is on the wing or the spoiler on the back of an F1 car, what it does is when it's connected to the wheel that you're driving with. You press that button. Basically, it's a flap that is up, right? It's usually up, so it creates drag, so the rear of the car can stay, on the ground, you know.
Oh.
And then what it does is that it flattens out that flap to have air pass through quickly. And people or racers usually use that on the straight, the straight parts where you don't need that much drag, because obviously you're not turning or anything. So that's to, move a little faster so you can, overtake someone. Now
So
what's
wait,
cool? Wait, what? Sorry.
Just a quick question. Just like to go faster, you can open DRS, right?
Yeah. So what it does is it flattens out, or like it flattens out that flap. So.
Oh. But when it's closed, like when it closed, what do you use it for?
So you use that for turning essentially. So in F1 cars, they'd be turning at like 100 miles per hour, right?
Oh.
So they need that downforce to keep the wheels in the back down on the ground, right? So that way they don't, slip out of the track. Now, what's cool about DRS is that they've also implemented that into, you could say, the McLaren P1, for example. They also have that. So the McLaren P1 has an extended, or like it has a wing that's tucked into the body, but then if you turn it on track mode, or if there's like a button you can press, it'll come up like about like, I don't know, like probably like 2 feet, I think, up out of the car. And the same thing like in
I see. That's amazing. And that's a wrap up for today's episode. Thank you, Gabes and Gabeson, so much for joining us today. And I hope you have a great day. Thank you. Bye bye.